My. So we have more word on the PS6 release date. And people are up in arms about it a little bit. But I still think that I'm okay. I'm okay with it because the PS5 still feels like it ain't even caught its stride yet. So, Sony reportedly considering pushing back PS6 release date to 2028 or even 2029 amid AI-fueled chip crisis. AI-fueled chip crisis. I assume this is still the DRAM stuff. This will live long in the memory. The AI-fueled chip crisis has reportedly upended Sony. I was like, upended? I never see that word. People don't be using that one in articles much. Anyway, reportedly upended Sony and Nintendo's console plans and may cause a delay to the release of the PlayStation 6 and a price rise for the Switch 2. Memory is in high demand because companies like Nvidia and Google require so much of it for their AI chips. With a recent CNBC report pointing out that these companies are the first ones in line for the components, this will likely push RAM prices and have a knock-on impact on both console and retail prices and availability. As part of a sweeping Bloomberg report on the impact of the ongoing shortage of memory chips, its sources indicate two critical points on the PlayStation and the Switch. The first is that Sony is now reportedly considering pushing back the debut of the PS6 to 2028 or even 2029, which is described as would be a major upset to the company's plans. Well, people have been saying they don't want another one so soon, so I don't know why it would be an upset. It might be an upset if you push one out too early. Keep that in mind, Sony. You know, I love you. I've worked with you in the past. You've been cool. You've treated me well. But I'm just telling you, as a fan, it could blow up in your face if you release the PS6 too early. Could. Meanwhile, Nintendo is reported to be considering raising the prices of Switch 2 this year. Neither company has issued a comment in response to the report. I care nothing for Nintendo, so that doesn't worry me at all. For those of you that don't know, I was my gaming heritage goes from Atari to Nintendo guy to Nintendo guy. Then when the Ultra 64, the Nintendo 64 came out, no longer. I was a PlayStation guy. And I've been a PlayStation guy for life. I could have become an Xbox guy around the Xbox 360 time, but I got the red symbol of death, and I never trusted them really after that. And with all this Game Pass stuff and everything else, and them effing up, I'll probably never be an Xbox guy. I won't count them out fully, but, you know. And there were other companies, you know, TurboGrafx-16, Sega, stuff like that. I had a Sega Saturn, and I played all of my fighting games on the Sega Saturn because it could hold the most frames of animation. I had Marvel versus, let's say, No, I had Marvel Superheroes on there. I had X-Men vs. Street Fighter on there. All the different Street Fighter alphas on it. Then I got a Dreamcast. I got their Capcom versus Marvel or whatever on there. Or Capcom. Yeah. So, anyway, but I've always been a PlayStation guy. If you watch my video entitled Why I Hate Nintendo, you'll understand. And I was going to come back and give them a second shot with the Switch 2. But everything they did with pricing, with the games, and the things that they continue to do to gamers and stuff, I'll probably never come back to them ever. As much as I love Mario and all, I'll probably never ever come back. You know what I'm saying? I can be a company guy. You know, if I'm really behind you, I'm the type of person, I'll get the t-shirt and the coffee mug and the hat. You get what I'm saying? But certain companies do us dirty. So, you know, and Sony ain't been perfect, but they've been the best to us gamers, I think, so far. So, quote, as a result, the recent rise in memory prices did not have a significant impact on hardware profitability and in the third quarter. In addition, we do not expect any significant impact in the fourth quarter, however, if the rise in component prices lasts longer than expected and runs through the next fiscal year and beyond, it may put pressure on profitability. If the situation deteriorates significantly, we will carefully assess the market trend and respond. Quote, as for future change in the price of Nintendo Switch 2 hardware, no decision has been made by this time. I heard they might go up by $100. Any decision to change the price will be determined comprehensively, taking into consideration not only profitability, but also other factors like the platform's install base, sales trends, and market environment. Furukawa was then asked if Nintendo would consider selling the Switch 2 at a loss in a bid to expand the console's install base. The current rise in memory prices is happening at a pace that exceeds our expectations, he said. In general, the profitability of hardware tends to improve with economics of scale, and we want to continue to reduce costs as much as possible through mass production of Nintendo Switch 2 hardware. With regard to not selling hardware at a loss, what we are focusing on is profitability on a global basis. That means they're willing to raise the prices they have to. There are various external factors, such as fluctuations in exchange rates, but also looking at the global picture, we have traditionally tried to avoid situations where individual units are sold at a loss as much as possible. It's difficult to predict the changes in the external environment that are currently taking place, but I think it's not an appropriate approach to be excessively influenced by short-term trends. The second and third years of Nintendo Switch 2 are very important, and if we can expand the hardware install base, we can use that as a basis to greatly expand software sales. We will take this into account when making business decisions and flexibly consider various options. Also, earlier this month, Sony waved away concerns about potential further PlayStation 5 price hikes as a result of the rising cost of memory. A sneeze was coming. Insisting it's already in a position to secure the minimum quantity necessary to manage the year-end selling season of its next fiscal year. Going forward, we intend to further negotiate with various suppliers to secure enough supply to meet the demand of our customers. Well, hope it all works out for you, Sony. The fact of the matter is, for me to buy a PS6, first of all, I'm just telling you, thinking like a normal gamer. Okay, I'm a businessman here that runs a YouTube channel, and I get certain things because I'm a businessman. My followers want to see the upgrades and what, yeah, I mean, so, but the mind inside of me here of the normal gamer, okay, even the enthusiast gamer to a certain extent with me, does not want a PS6 right now. And whatever you bring out for the PS6, it's going to have to shock me for me to want it. Like, it's going to have to be extraordinary. Okay? Like the what they called what's the Candy Crush? Extraordinary. I hate that voice. It's weird. Something about it's haunting. I don't like it. It's like happy and evil all at the same time. But remember in Game of Death, not Game of Death, Enter the Dragon. Remember when they trapped Bruce Lee? And Han came out and he's like, your skill is extraordinary. That's what it better be. It's going to have to be extraordinary. Because otherwise, it's just going to be, I don't know what you're going to do. It's probably going to be sold on AI. It's probably going to be sold on AI. All these great AI capabilities and whatever. So, I don't know. But right now, I can't think of anything that would make me want to get one. So, we'll see. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my thoughts and commentary on this subject, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers.